Hey guys, it's Nick with the RVing Tradesman, and as promised in our last video, today we're doing the review on the Milwaukee M12 Inflator. So we're going to jump to the intro real fast, and then we're going to come out because we've got a lot of information to pack in on this bad boy, and we've got not a lot of time to do it in. Alright guys, a little bit of house cleaning before we get into the meat of the video. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to it already. If you're not in the Facebook group, I recommend getting in the Facebook group. We have almost half as many people in the Facebook group as we do subscribers, so that's really creeping up there. And continue to use that Amazon link. That Amazon link really helps us to get better equipment for the channel to record with. It helps us to get new products in that we can review, and all that stuff ultimately is going to mean better content for you guys. So keep doing that. As always, links to everything will be in this video's description. And now we're going to move on to the M12 Inflator. The part number for this is a make sure I don't cover it, 2475-20. If you guys aren't familiar with the catalog numbers for Milwaukee, so the 2475 indicates what the product is, and then the -20 means it's a tool-only version, and then a 21 will have a battery and a charger, and a 22 will have a battery, charger, and a case. And I believe these are actually 22XCs, and that means that you get a larger battery, which you'll probably want with this, because it does use a little bit of battery power to get this going. So if you already have some Milwaukee products, the 20 is fine to go with. But if you don't have any, go with like a 21 or a 22. That way you get a battery and a charger with it, and you don't have to spend, it's a little bit cheaper that way. So the M12 Inflator. Let's compare some stats from the inflator to this nitrogen tank. I've talked in the past how I carry a nitrogen tank with me as sort of a get-home kind of flat tire emergency system. I don't carry it in the truck with me, I just carry it in the trailer. But we'll start off with the physical size of the two. The M12 Inflator is 7.5 high by 6.5 wide. The nitrogen tank is like 2 feet tall. And even, from the regulator to the side of the tank here is like 11.5 inches. So the physical size, the inflator wins on that category. The weight, without a doubt, the inflator wins out. Just the inflator with this XC 6.0 battery that I have is 4 pounds, right at 4 pounds. The nitrogen tank, and mind you, this isn't even a full nitrogen tank, weighs over 35 pounds, actually almost 36. So just sort of for laughs, I went ahead and I weighed the inflator, a 2 amp hour battery, and a charger, because these three things I all keep in the truck with me just in case I get like a catastrophic failure type scenario with a tire. They all three together weighed 5.5 pounds. This weighs almost 7 times that. So definitely in the weight category and the physical size category, the inflator wins out. Now, as far as how much pressure the M12 Inflator will deliver, it says on the box 120 psi. I really couldn't find anything that you could pump up to 120 psi safely. So I wasn't really able to test that, but if I do run across something that I can do that on, I will definitely test it and do a review on it. The nitrogen tank, you can, when you get them full, brand new, they have 2,000 psi in the cylinder. Now, of course, it depends on what size of a tire and how much volume and things like that you're pumping up to, but this you could, probably easily pump a tire up, like 500 psi or something ridiculous. So as far as pressure, the nitrogen tank does win out in that category. but I couldn't even find a tire that goes up to 120 psi. You know, most semis driving down the road only take like 100 psi or so. So it's not worth it to carry all this around for, you know, an extra 100 psi that I'm never going to use. Now, the inflator does come with the hose already attached to it, and it's coiled up here. I'll actually undo it so you guys can see. It's got about a 26-inch length of hose, and it's actually kind of just the right length for what you need. So that's really nice, handy, convenient, and it also has these fittings here for pumping up like an air mattress, or this one here you can pump up a basketball or something like that with it. So that's nice and handy and convenient if you take an air mattress with you when you're camping, or if you're going someplace with a pool and there's you know, you got like an inflatable raft you want to pump up or something to that effect. And the nitrogen tank is going to have whatever hose you put on it, so I can't really compare those. One nice thing is the M12 Inflator is also a tire gauge. So if you guys can see down here, it says 0 psi, obviously, because nothing is hooked up to it. And if you hit the plus button, you can scroll through, set your psi, and then you'd hit your button right here, and it would pump up to whatever psi you have it set to, and then shut off. The nitrogen tank, you have to carry it around and, you know, check it every time. So, you know, sheer convenience is nice on this too. You know, you can hook this up as you're getting hooked up to your trailer, getting everything buttoned up, hit the button to deliver air, walk away, and continue getting set up. So it's definitely a very nice, very compact, sort of all-in-one type thing. The gauge on it is pretty accurate from what I was able to test. I tested it against like 3 or 4 different tire gauges, and it read pretty consistent with what they said. Of course, every gauge is going to read a little bit differently, and the accuracy on that is, you know, what it is, if it's a half a psi or what have you. But they all read pretty consistently, so I feel pretty confident that it's pretty accurate. You know, hands down, the M12 Inflator is going to go in the truck. Over weight, physical size, everything, it's just a winner all around. Now, I do know that Makita and DeWalt also make some similar products, and I'm not going to say that they're bad products because I don't have any experience with them, but they're a lot larger than this, and really that's what won me over on this one was the size. Because something like this, you know, for me to carry it around and pump up all the tires isn't really a big deal, but if Monica was to do that, you know, lugging around 36 pounds is, you know, a lot different for you ladies out there that watch the channels, and I'm not saying anything negative about you guys, but let's face it, men and women are built a little bit differently. So this is definitely something that, you know, if she's got a flat tire in the morning before she goes to work, she can grab this out of the truck, pump up her tire, head to work, throw it in the back of the Jeep, and, you know, if she's got a problem on the way home, she can top it off again before she leaves. This is not really something that's she's going to be able to do that with. So again, this, I'm going to be taking that out of the Sonic. This is going in the truck, not in the camper anymore. Actually, so funny little tidbit, if you will. I keep this in the center console. It's so small. So that really tells you, if you're not good with like spatial things, how small and compact it really is. So that is just about everything that I have on the M12 Inflator. Like I said, it checks off all the boxes for me. So I will have links to this in the description of this video. If you guys are looking to get one, I'll have one for the bare tool, and I'll have one for a tool with a battery and a charger. And I know we've been kind of hinting at a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and I think we hadn't really announced what we were going to give away just yet, but I think it's going to be an M12 Inflator with a battery and a charger. So guys, keep sharing it, keep subscribing it, get it out there. If you want to win this thing, the quicker we get to 1,000 subscribers, the quicker you guys get your chance to win it. So put it out there, and that's all I have.